Donny Cates finally remembers that Thor actually has a plot and isn't about friends squabbling about, oh, you're working with Galactus. Hello and welcome to my reviews of Thor number 4 and Venom number 24, a double Cates special. So we're starting off with the God of Thunder who got jobbed to a rock. I want to forget that happened, but it's just so fucking stupid. Thor gets jobbed to a rock. A God of Thunder, King of Asgard, Herald of Galactus, an Avenger. A fucking rock, Cates. So glad to know that literally anyone on Earth could defeat Thor now, just picking up a rock. But anyway, on to issue number 4 of Thor. Written by Donny Cates, art by Nick Klein, coloring by Matt Wilson, cover by Oliver Cobiel and Laura Martin. So, when you thought the pointless fighting between Thor and Beta Ray Bill was over, joke's on you. There's another one with now Sif, who is angry about what Thor is doing against Beta Ray Bill and sends a flying Mjolnir to Jotunheim where Loki tries to pick it up. This is something that's probably going to be addressed in a different arc. It's just weirdly out of place. I don't know why it's there unless it's to set up something in a future arc, but because I know in the first issue there's the whole thing of Thor kind of slightly struggles to pick up Mjolnir, so setting something else up there. That's if the Black Winter arc doesn't take 20 million years to finish, much like Knull in Venom. So, the fighting's over. Now, Sif says that Thor is scared of dying fat and old on a throne, kind of like Odin to a degree, and that's why he's acting like this. But Galactus reminds them, plot. So they progress with the plot, and in a literal 3-page montage, they consume the 3 of the other planets that Galactus needs to power up against the Black Winter, and they arrive on the last one. But the problems ensue, and Thor cries, and that's all I'm going to say for that. So story, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. Above average. All this just pointless fighting with Beta Ray Bill and Sif doesn't need to be there. It's only there to, made for trades, that's why. Even though we can't have a 3-issue trade, or even a 2-issue trade. But no, it's pointless. Don't know why it's there unless it's for a future plot point for a different story arc, much like with Loki being in this. It's just there. It has nothing to do with the Black Winter arc. Probably there to set up a future story arc. But luckily, just about halfway, Cates remembers that there is a plot, and it's just rushed into 3, just in 3 panels, literally just 3 panels. It's like that's how it should have been. It's just like Galactus, consumes 3 planets, then they arrive at the last one. But I know the enemy is there as well. We didn't need all this fighting with Beta Ray Bill and Sif. That's how it should have been. But yeah, it rushes back to the plot after all the pointless drama, and finally, getting to it. They're coming face to face with the Black Winter, who looks like one of my friends, Quill, said that he kind of looks like the Taken King from was it Destiny or something. A bit. If the Taken King was just a cloud, that's the Black Winter. I don't know if it was inspired or just coincidence, but yeah, it kind of does look like if the Taken King was just a giant cosmic cloud. I wonder if it being a giant cosmic cloud is supposed to be kind of a reference to Galactus from the second Fantastic Four film, where he wasn't a giant person, he was just a cloud. What if that's a reference to that? But I don't know. It's hard enough that Marvel can't even remember their own history. What makes you think they're going to remember something else, like outside of their comic books? that isn't the MCU. Yeah, Fantastic Four's not part of the MCU. It doesn't matter. So yeah, story 3.5 out of 5. Art, I'll give 4 out of 5. I think the art was definitely good. I like the art. And the cover, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5 as well. Good art, good coloring on the cover. Although Thor's face there, like, Sif, no! I don't know, his face just looks weird. But moving on to Venom Island, Part 4, written by Kate, art by Mark Bagley, coloring by Frank Martin, the cover by Bagley, Andy Owens, and Jason Keith. So, Venom Island is over. Eddie wakes up in the hospital and he's greeted by the Avengers and Dylan's like, I don't want to live with you anymore, Dad. Because Knull is here. Everything is bad because Knull is here. But Eddie figures out that it's all a lie. He's just hallucinating. He's never actually left the island because Carnage has taken control of him. The big dead giveaway is the fact that Dylan refers to him as Dad instead of Eddie, considering that their whole not a proper relationship yet, and he's doing that whole, I'm not going to call you Dad, I'm just going to call you Eddie, all that. But Eddie is still on the island and Carnage is taking control. And while all this has happened, with his powers, his increasing power set or whatever, Dylan discovers the Venom symbiote on the island and goes to kind of telepathically help it deal with what's going on with Eddie and Carnage. And that was it. Pretty much what happens. The story, I'll give a 3.5 out of 5. And it's above average. I think the second half was a bit better. It did feel like kind of like a cop-out. It's just like, oh, that was all a dream that he escaped. Wow, the best plot device ever that everyone in the world doesn't like. It was all a dream. But I think the second half, when after it was revealed to be just fake, I liked a bit more, and getting a bit more with Dylan, what's going on with him. Seems like now he's getting powers similar to Knull, so there's more of a connection with Knull now. And now if only we can get to that storyline much quicker. It's so many delays, but 3.5 out of the story, 3.5 out of 5 for the story. Yeah, above average. Art and coloring, I'm gonna give a 4 out of 5. Same as before. Like, I think towards the end of when he finds out it's a dream, it's all fake, and then back onto the island, this is where the art was at its strongest. I really liked the art there. And the cover, I'm gonna give a 4 out of 5. I like the art, I like the coloring. I know it's an homage, I can't remember the number, but it's an homage to a Spider-Man cover where it's Spider-Man suit and the black suit, Venom, trying to take control of Peter. So obvious homage there, and it makes sense to the story. Both Carnage and Venom are trying to take back control of Eddie, pretty much. Well, Venom wants Carnage away from Eddie for obvious reasons, and Carnage is just Carnage. But yeah, overall, I'm still liking what's going on with Venom. I'll still stick with Venom for the long run. Thor, though, I think after the story arc, I'm kind of done. I don't know, this pointless drama stuff with with like family and friends and all that, it didn't need to be there. Although I have a sneaking suspicion that, much like with Knull, the Black Winter stuff is not going to end here. It's just going to be like, oh, we prematurely stopped it, but it's still there. It's just waiting now. It's weakened. And something's gonna trigger it. We're gonna trigger it, and like someone else is gonna come in. Like the Maker's gonna be there to help Thor for his own reasons, and then we're gonna get absolute Loki. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, considering how long this Knull stuff has gone on with Venom, I would not be surprised if Case took the same route with the Black Winter and Thor. So, I mean, I think, like I said with I think my first review of Thor, for Thor number 1, the Black Winter is just has kind of a similar origin to Knull, this ancient dark threat that has some ties to one of the main characters of this series. With Knull, it's Venom and Eddie. With Thor, it's Galactus. So I would not be surprised if it just like, oh no, this is just step 1 of a 50-step story arc. No, we've hit the first phase. We're not done yet. No, it's like MCU with Thanos. It's like, we've got to lead up to it. We have to lead up to it, and then it ends. But then we're going to continue afterwards, even though we've reached the kind of logical end for our franchise. But anyway, that was it for Thor and Venom. Yeah, pretty much. They were both above average issues this week. So yeah, that was it for this video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that stuff. If you want to follow me on social media, they're in the outro, probably be in the description as well. And yeah, that was it, and I'll see you all next time. Probably. Who knows?